What is up, everybody? Welcome back to DC Junction. I'm Mike.
And this is Matthew.
No idea what was about to happen. We're back. We hope you guys enjoyed Batman Unlimited and Animal Instincts last week. That was fun.
Yeah,
it was one of those. We watched it back in June. I didn't realize, like June or July. I didn't realize how long ago it was, and then going back through and re-editing it, I was like, "Oh yeah, this was good."
I was laughing because I think at one point during the episode you go, "Well, after this, we're going to have to do All-Star Superman or something like that." And I'm like, "Wow, that was how long ago this was."
Wow, yeah, because we did do All-Star Superman
before the Superman movie release. So this is like,
that's right. Yeah,
so 6 months ago. We went back in time.
Yeah, that's the longest anything has ever stayed in the can for us. Usually whenever we pre-record something to have for a rainy day, the rainy day happens the next day. So
Max 3 weeks it's been.
Oh my God. So hey, if you're here, subscribe. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Also, make sure you guys follow us on all social media at DC Junction, where I've been spending the last 48 hours trashing Quentin Tarantino because my boy decided to open his mouth, and you know what? Fuck, we're just gonna go into some Batman news right quick. Paul Dano's an awesome actor, and we're just gonna leave it at that. All right.
There are sometimes, like, look, keep it at Batman centric. Everybody universally should know by now that I loathe Dawson's Creek kid. I can't remember her name in Batman Begins.
Katie Holmes. Yes.
Yeah. I feel like she is so outclassed by every single person.
Woefully miscast in that movie.
But even then, that is not Paul Dano.
Yeah.
That is not. Like, do
you watch, like the Batman notwithstanding, you watch There Will Be Blood and tell me Paul Dano's a bad actor.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, that's where you're going, brother.
Okay, it gives me Paul Dano turned down Quentin Tarantino, and Quentin Tarantino's butthurt.
Yeah,
this is giving me like he said no to something, and he offered Paul Dano something, and Paul Dano said no, and Quentin Tarantino's like, nobody tells Quentin Tarantino no.
Yeah,
I was gonna get him to say the N-word in my movie because that's what he does. Anyway, let's get into the good stuff. All right. Well, first of all, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's been a week. But
hope you guys had a good one and that nobody knocked anybody else out like almost happened with my family. It wasn't me this time. So I'll tell you that
you knocked anybody else up. And I was like, what kind of Thanksgiving?
That would be a miracle if that happened for multiple different reasons.
But we weren't super sure what we were going to talk about this week, but we forgot that Comic-Con Expo has been going on in Sao Paulo. So like a lot of big DC presence there with Supergirl and Lanterns. And also some news has been breaking surrounding those, as well as the Batman Part 2. So we figured it was a good time to just jump into some stuff.
Do it.
We were really holding out hope the Supergirl trailer was going to drop because it is 9:15 a.m. Eastern time on Friday. We have waited as long as we possibly can to record this episode. Hasn't dropped yet, so if it drops this weekend, we'll get to it when we get to it. But they showed a lot of major updates. There was a big exhibit for Supergirl. They revealed the official suit design. Did you get a chance to look at that yet?
It has the different belt. I've skimmed it.
Okay,
I haven't,
I'm gonna pull it up here to put up on screen. But I mean, it's just like we saw with the Superman suit last year. It's it's the suit.
Yeah.
It's the suit we saw.
The changes that they made in the suit from when she appeared in Superman and what this movie is that cosplay argument that nobody else cares about.
Exactly. Yeah. We've spent a little more time on the detailing of it because we're going to see it for more than 30 seconds, not under a trench coat.
Yes.
I guess there was some kind of, video message there or whatever. And then look at the logo and just some other cool stuff. It looks really cool, man.
It looks like Supergirl. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
And whatever the unholy hell that's going to be. Not super sure. But yeah, we're just like Superman. Waiting on trailer at this point. Just waiting on trailer. I'm holding out. I'm starting to lose hope we're going to see it this year.
Yeah, because I don't know that you drop a lot of big trailers around Christmas. So
when did that first trailer for Superman drop? The one where he hits the snow. That was
March.
That was in like the new year. They dropped that in the beginning of this year, right?
It was like February or March. It was well past the holiday.
Yeah. So I don't think we're going to see it before New Year's.
Because the only thing I think about, and this is where I'm not sure, I don't think Warner Brothers has any big releases before the end of the year.
They don't. That's been kind of a running thing. Well, also, and I mean, this isn't really what we were going to talk about today, but as of this morning, Netflix has won the bidding war to take over ownership of Warner Brothers, which would include DC and HBO Max. They were in a bidding war with Paramount. It was between those two companies for who was going to take ownership, and everyone was kind of hoping for Netflix because Paramount sucks. So we're Star Trek fans know what I'm talking about. So we're so there's also the distinct possibility that maybe they're waiting for the ink to dry with whatever this is. So, but the way DC's marketing was with Superman, if going off that trend, we can only assume that we probably won't see the first trailer for Supergirl till, if we haven't seen it by now, probably not till January.
Yeah, because I think the big thing we had was, would they do one during Super Bowl, and they didn't.
They did not, because we were waiting, because they were like, well, no, because they had already done one by then.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And they had said there was going to be some special crypto themed look with the Puppy Bowl, and it just ended up just being the thing we'd already seen. Yeah. So I mean, there still could be. I mean, Warner Brothers is now and will be, once the Netflix thing goes through, in a financially different spot by the time the Super Bowl hits. But as we've mentioned several times on this show, though, the cost of Super Bowl advertising just keeps skyrocketing every year. So, you know, they might just continue to say, hey guys, let's just err on the side of financial caution, and why bother? What's it going to do for us?
No, there are no Warner Brothers releases.
I didn't think so. I didn't think there was anything else going on.
So,
because it's December. I mean, there's not much coming out, period. So that's the thing too, is December snuck up on us.
Don't lie.
Yeah. All right. So so there was a lot of smoke that there were first looks at Lanterns and Supergirls going on at Comic-Con Expo. Nothing has hit. There's been a lot of like, careful, there's spoilers from the trailers, but who's to say whether any of them are actually true?
Yeah. And again, we've talked about this before. We're not going to chase smoke.
No.
Like, if someone puts up a description,
talking about this as much as we are.
Yeah. We're not going to. So if you're looking for us to go like, oh, we read that these things happen, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. We read that those things happened. I don't know if they're true. It's one of those. I don't want to. And what it comes down is, I don't want to get my hopes up or I don't want to have my expectations messed with. I don't want to because that happens so much with the MCU leading up. I mean, just in general and all that. It's like that can. I don't want to. I want to just show me what you're going to show me. I just want to see it the way they want me to see it. I don't want to color my own going into it. Yeah. So that's kind of the major stuff that came out of Comic-Con Expo is, you know, wish we could have been there. But the majority of, I'm going to switch the logo, because the majority of what we're talking about today is going to be Batman centric, which we haven't gotten to do in a while. But we're starting to ramp up into, I mean, Batman Part 2 production.
Yeah.
Pre-pro and all that. So Matt Reeves had said once the script was finalized, he's like, you're going to start hearing things. And Matt Reeves did confirm, and I lost the name, but Matt Reeves confirmed who the cinematographer is going to be for the movie. Let me see if I can find that real quick here. But the main thing I guess we talk about is I mean, I don't want to get into it right away. I want to talk about the cinematographer so I can bury it. But because it's not going to be the same guy from the first one, whose name I'm also blanking on. Oh my God, did it not give me the name? It just says Matt Reeves has confirmed the cinematographer. I'm scrolling the article right now and I'm like, give me the name.
We're pausing.
Eric Messerschmidt. We're not pausing. Eric Messerschmidt. We got it.
Okay.
Eric Messerschmidt confirmed as the director, as the DP for Matt Reeves' upcoming Batman sequel. Holy crap. Now previously we had worked with Greg Fraser, who had worked on like The Mandalorian, but he then got pulled away to work on like Dune and Dune Part 2. Things like that. So
he's the one who probably got them into the volume.
He's absolutely, well, because he's the one who like introduced a lot of that stuff for The Mandalorian and all of them. But so Eric Messerschmidt, I'm pulling up his filmography here. So he doesn't have a huge filmography.
Okay.
He worked on that show Legion.
Okay.
He was on that for the entire time. He was on that show Mindhunter. He worked on Fargo. He worked on Dope Thief. He's also worked on Ferrari and The Killer and several documentaries. So you know, the DP is one of those things, like unless you're getting someone like Roger Deakins, it's rare for me to get excited about a cinematographer. So that's just cool. But yeah, okay. So the main thing everyone's talking about from the Batman Part 2 camp is Scarlett Johansson.
It's in talks.
I mean, this is coming from Variety. So
and everybody
is in talks to join the Batman Part 2. And everyone and their mother, honestly, including this guy, is thinking, oh, we're getting Phantasm. Because I between Matt Reeves' statements that he's made about the villain for this movie being something we haven't really explored in live action. I don't have the exact quote in front of me.
No, you're fine.
The fact that we know that Zoe Kravitz isn't returning. That's the other thing is that we can all but figure Zoe Kravitz isn't returning for this one. Everything we've heard is that this takes place about a month, because this is right after the Penguin, and so we're only looking at like a month or so, a couple of months after the events of the first movie. So Selena literally just said, yeah, I'm out. It doesn't make a ton of sense for her to be back in this one unless they find a way, but
or she'll be like a post-credit rolling back into Gotham,
especially with the way the Penguin ended with that little tease with Sophia. But also we have Kristen Milioti has said that there's currently no plans for her to return in this movie either. So that throws those theories out the window. I think Phantasm makes sense. I don't know. I understand why the inclination is to go to Phantasm. You get that big name of an actor. If they're not playing your villain, who else are they playing? You know what I mean? Like, they're not taking over for Zoe Kravitz. That's not happening. So, if Scarlett Johansson's not playing the villain, I don't know who else she would be playing, unless it's some weird take on Leslie Tompkins, which I don't hate. But I don't know, Matt. What are you thinking? Where are you sitting?
I think for me, the cool thing about the Phantasm is getting into if you go by what the cartoon is you're going back 10 years and seeing his origin. Robert Pattinson's Batman is really, really young. And for the context of that story, like what would this be? Oh, 2 years ago,
right?
You were here and this happened. So I know they have left a history that he has been. This is his second year as Batman. He's dealt with the Joker already. Could we have a Phantasm thing? Maybe. I don't think she's the Phantasm at all.
Okay.
I don't know who she could be. Like, there's a part of me that goes like, God, what is Hush's name? It's not. Is it Tommy Elliott?
Thomas Elliott.
Like, there's a small part of me of like, did they change him?
Oh, did they gender bend like they did with Silver Surfer?
Like they swap.
I mean, who cares? They can. I think the only thing that gets in the way of that is the whole impersonating Bruce Wayne thing that Hush does a little. Like, you have to. I don't know. I like where your head's at. I like that in theory. Like the idea of like, gender bend Hush. Who honestly, who cares? But that does, depending on, I can see where that would create more obstacles than it would You know what I mean? Like, that's a cool story thing, but I also like, but then again, that could be the reason why the script took so goddamn long.
Yeah. I mean, the only other, like, there's two other, like, the one that I feel is far-fetched because he seems to be not wanting to do the Joker as if she's Harley Quinn.
Yeah, but kind of to your point, though, it seems like Matt Reeves has said as much, like his reason for including Barry Keoghan's Joker the way he did was to say, Joker's done, dealt with,
that's gone.
doing other stuff.
Yeah, so that, depending on which, I mean, because here's where you go into the weird, like, we have just been introduced to a very interesting version of Harley Quinn in Absolute.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
So how far ahead does he know these things? So I don't know. The only other thing which I feel like is a fan casting thing is Poison Ivy.
Yeah, I don't think Poison Ivy's happening. That's more James Gunn's side of DC.
I mean, like, depending on what you do with her.
Fair, very fair. Well, I also think about Matt Reeves has said that, you know, the Batman Part 2 is meant to be more of like Bruce's story than it was for Batman in the first one, because he's barely Bruce Wayne in the first one. So I think having Phantasm and taking the Andrea Beaumont route gives you a way to explore that and explore the origin and so I think Phantasm gives you a way to do a lot of those things that Matt Reeves is talking about in this movie. So I think so, and also just because I'm a fan of the movie, like, yeah, I'd like it to be Phantasm. That would be awesome if it was Phantasm. I mean, like, just from a purely meta standpoint.
Yeah.
The idea of them taking a character that was created solely to be a femme fatale for a one-off animated movie that, much like Harley Quinn, became a huge fan favorite and people have kind of been clamoring for more of, and they're just like, when are you guys gonna do it? And I forget who the person was, but somebody from the team, I think it was the DP or somebody recently shared that like images from Mask of the Phantasm when they were asking like favorite Batman movies or something like that on Twitter. So it's one of those, it's like, if they're not doing Phantasm, they are going out of their way to make everyone think they are, which, considering how well Matt Reeves handled viral marketing with the first one, he could be doing here.
Well, and again, like, we're also assuming that Phantasm's story is the story we know. It could just be she shows up as another orphan that he knew dealing with this thing, and then come to find out she's the Phantasm. The biggest problem, well, she can't be for multiple different reasons. Think about who.
Actually, no, I take that back. She can't be.
Because I had that moment. I was like,
she could be. Yeah, because they were going to have J.K. Simmons be what's her name's dad.
Yeah.
In the back row. I don't know.
Yeah.
Adopted. I don't know.
Yeah. If you're going to do that horrible,
too close in age to Jeffrey Wright for that to be accurate.
Yeah, I was just saying, because I had that moment. I'm like, I'm 100% sure she's not Barbara Gordon, because the thing that makes me laugh is that we are all doing the thing that horrible fan casting people do. We are casting her in roles based on her most popular role, which is Black Widow. Yeah. Scarlett Johansson does not have red hair. She has blonde hair.
She is a blonde. She is very much a blonde.
I can't imagine, in my opinion, that you cast her.
She almost always plays a blonde. Like other than Lucy, count on one hand the number of times she wears a wig, and she only wears wigs in that movie because she's constantly changing her hair.
Yeah. So I think my point more is like, if you're going to cast Scarlett Johansson, you're not going to make her look the way she looked in your competitors' films.
Sure.
She's not going to be a redhead. Now, that doesn't mean the Phantasm has to be a redhead.
I was going to say, that doesn't mean that Andrea has to be a redhead.
Yeah, I just think it's funny that it's like, Phantasm, Poison Ivy, Barbara Gordon.
Ever since Stranger Things, everyone's like, so when is Sadie Sink going to be like, young Barbara Gordon or Jean Grey? And it's like, okay, we get it. She's a redhead.
She's Mary Jane. Well, there's already a Mary Jane. Relax.
I threw out the idea of like, maybe she could be like a different version of Leslie Tompkins. You know what I mean? Just a childhood. I don't know. There's a lot. It's. But I think the other thing that's interesting is the other report we've been getting from this is that apparently the role is also offered to Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Another one where it's like, again, if you're asking me who I would like to cast as a Phantasm in my head, Emma Stone's up there with like traditionally redhead. I don't know if she's not normally a redhead. I think she might actually be one, but like traditionally plays a redhead, kind of in that same age group, that same, like I could see her, like it's one of those, again, if they're not casting Phantasm, I don't know what they're casting for that.
Could it be Talia? Do you think we're too
No,
close to Talia from the Nolan stuff?
I don't think so. I think if they are, then Matt Reeves is smoking a weird kind of weed. That's a weird. The only
see
the only other thing I can think of is maybe and I don't know the character's name just because I'm not as well, but whoever the lady that's Bruce's love interest that winds up being one of the heads of the Court of Owls.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember. She's not like a well-known comic book character, but whoever the character is in that story should be her. Because a lot of folks have theorized Court of Owls for Matt Reeves, which.
Ooh, what if she's Vicky Vale?
Or she could be Vicky Vale. You know what? Don't hate that idea either.
Just a reporter trying to figure out who the Batman is. Also doing an expose on Bruce Wayne. Like, you just never know. We're assuming she's an action character.
Yeah, well, because she can. I don't hate that idea. I'm grooving to that idea, actually.
Yeah,
I kind of like that idea.
The thing I'm laughing about is, like, she just came off another $1 billion movie with that Jurassic World sequel that made stupid amounts of money.
Somehow.
So that's why I'm laughing not laughing, but just like, oh, now you're going to throw her in Batman because you're hoping that's going to get you that money.
Well, look, Jared Leto keeps tanking franchises, but Scarlett Johansson seems to breathe life into them for some reason. I don't know. My girlfriend's dad watched that new Jurassic World, and I could hear him in the other room, and he was just like, this movie sucks. Yeah.
It's like the Avatar movies. I don't like any of them. I don't know why they make so much money.
I didn't realize the third one already came out. I didn't realize it was coming out like soon.
Is it out already?
I think it's out or about to come out. I don't know or care. I do not care. So the Vicky Vale angle is one I hadn't considered. Well, especially you got to remember, like, Matt Reeves gave us Magpie in an episode of The Penguin.
Yeah.
Like, which is wild. So I don't know.
Anna. Yeah. And the other thing too, and because I've seen this a couple times, I'm going to put this out there. Just keep in mind that this means Scarlett Johansson is in the Reeves universe.
Yes, this is not.
She is not in James Gunn's verse.
This is Matt Reeves. This is grounded, based in some semblance of reality. This is,
so she could still be fair game for Gunn for something.
Well, I mean, it would be weird, but just I think
we should put up a poll.
I think we should absolutely put out.
Let's do.
I'm going to do it right now on Threads because
Vicky Vale, Phantasm, Poison Ivy. What was the other one I said?
Hang on, let me get it. Poll. So we're going to go Vicky Vale, Andrea Beaumont
/ Phantasm.
Everybody knows who that is.
I don't. I always forget.
I'll just put Phantasm. Vicky Vale, Phantasm. Who else?
Poison Ivy.
I don't want to put Poison Ivy on there. That's, well, we said Leslie Tompkins.
You said, yeah.
I'm gonna say Dr. Leslie.
Or gender swapped Tommy Elliott.
Oh,
just Tabitha Elliott or something.
Gender swapped Hush. There we go. Who do you think? I was expecting ScarJo, but Scarlett.
And then you guys tell me if I'm nuts to even mention Talia. I feel like we've got to the point where Talia and Raish are no longer white, but
I think everyone's pretty much moved on from that. It's like, he's like 500 years. He's 500 years old and from the Middle East. He's probably not white.
yeah, which I think makes total sense.
Yeah.
Which I laughed the other day. We were watching a movie called Risen, and Cliff Curtis plays Jesus Christ in that movie, and I was like, bro, he could still be raised. The same thing. Immortals.
Even the like Greek dude that played him on Arrow was pretty good. Okay. All right, pull us up. So yeah, this is the first thing from the Batman Part 2 camp that's had me going. Where are we going?
Yeah, where are we going with
talking? This? You have my attention because, I mean, like, Scarlett Johansson didn't reach this level for nothing. I mean, we loved her as Black Widow. We begged for a Black Widow movie for years, and then they gave it to us 5 years too late for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, we were all. I remember sitting in the theater during Endgame when it's her and Hawkeye fighting to die, and I'm just sitting there just like, one of you die already because this is stressing me out. We love Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
So the idea of adding talent like this to a project that's like, I mean, I remember when the first one came out, and every other week it was like top tier cinematographer. Michael Giacchino added to do the music. This person doing costuming. This person is like in front of and behind the camera. It was just talent. And already we're starting to get. We are talking to Scarlett Johansson, and we already talked to Emma Stone. Those are two incredible actresses to be getting for a Batman movie.
Yeah, which I think, again, never a bad idea to hire talent.
Nope, never. So let us know what you guys think down in the comments about casting. Are we going to get Supergirl's trailer before the end of the year? What do you guys think about all this? Let us know down in the comments. As always, make sure you subscribe. It's on the way down to the comment section. It's really efficient. Also follow us on all social media at DC Junction. You can find me on social media at Mr. Mike Shea.
You can find me across all social media at the Hasso Man.
That's going to do it for this episode of DC Junction. We'll see you guys again next time. There's something DC to talk about.
Bye-bye.